Welcome back, everyone. Ahead of the Ondo State governorship election, the Chairman, Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, has urged civil society organizations to engage with political parties and observe their primaries. Yakubu stated this at the first quarterly consultative meeting with CSOs in Abuja on Wednesday. For Ondo State, political parties will commence their primaries for the governorship election in the next 2 weeks. 16 political parties have so far indicated interest in participating in that election. Tonight, let's bring on Prince Dino Inyoto, the immediate past Federal Commissioner, National Population Commission, Ondo State. Is also one of those aspiring to fly the flag of the All Progressives Congress ahead of the November 16 governorship election. Prince, good evening to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you very much for having me, and good evening to viewers.
Right. So before we come to you, before we talk about your ambition, let's quickly talk about your party. Undoubtedly, the demise of the late governor and the emergence of Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa and his public declaration a week ago have brought a new twist to Ondo politics. How do you describe the political situation in Ondo State ahead of the primary election?
Well, it's a natural occurrence. That is what happened. It was inevitable. A man passed on, and naturally we have to follow the constitution of the country by bringing in the deputy governor as the substantive governor. So it is natural. We have had such in the past in the country and in the state. I don't think it has any special effect on us here, and it's unfortunate that we lost our governor that we so much love, but it is natural that the deputy governor takes over from him, and that is what has happened here. And I don't see anything spectacular or special about that. It has not affected, it has not changed much here. So we're all right. There's no problem with that.
All right, but it looks like the party is also divided on which of the zone will pick the ticket. Governor Ayedatiwa continues to say he's the late governor's favorite for the ticket. There is Olushola Oke who is saying it is his turn. And now you've called on the National Secretariat of your party to adopt the direct mode of primary election to select the governorship candidate. What exactly is happening? And are you bothered that the party may go into the election a divided house?
No, I'm not bothered at all about that. But the reality about zoning, because you mentioned zoning in your words, the reality about zoning in Ondo State is that we don't have a problem with zoning. There is an agreement, even if it is not written, but that has been adhered to strictly by by the people of the state, and we have never defaulted. So we have a very good zoning arrangement that will not encourage rancor and problem. And as it is today, the governorship has been zoned to the southern part of the southern senatorial district. And if you look at the array of aspirants, you will know that all of them, 90% of them are from the south. And there is it's kind of a consensus here that the next governor will come from the south. So there is no problem about that. Then about the mode of primary, we have 3 options. And any of the options can be used. But we feel that a direct primary will be more democratic because it will give the party members opportunity to participate in the selection process instead of making it an elitist delegates affairs. So that is why a person like me prefer the direct primary option.
Yep.
And
please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. About dividing the party, I don't entertain any fear on that because we have been in this for a long time and we have had a lot of transitions and elections in the past, and we always go through these same rituals of people coming out to contest, so many people, and at the end of the day, when one emerges with close rank, as committed party members, all of us will close ranks and work for the candidates of the party to win election. That's why we have been victorious in past elections. So this one cannot be different. And I don't know, won't be any radical departure from what we have had in the past. So there will be problems.
Right.
I'm sure of that.
But to be very specific, you said you called on the National Secretariat of the APC to adopt the direct mode of primary election to select the governorship candidate. In your own words, you're asking the party to do this so the party can achieve transparency, fairness, and inclusiveness. Are there speculations that the party may do otherwise?
No, I'm not aware of that yet. To the best of my knowledge, the party will adopt the direct primary because it's worked in Edo State, and there won't be any reason to make a U-turn within a short period of time, especially when there is precedence of success in the last one conducted. So in our own case here, I think the direct primary will meet the yearning and expectation of all the party members in the state. And it will enforce transparency, yes. It will enforce transparency, and that is the essence of democracy. Well, people should be allowed to participate. Majority of the people should be allowed to participate in the selection process so that it will be an elitist thing. It will be restricted to a group of people. This one will encourage a lot of financial maneuvering and certain unorthodox tactics that may not augur well for the heads of the party. So I think our leaders are wise enough and out of experience, they are choosing the right option. That is my belief. That they are choosing the right option of direct primary. And that one will go down well with all members of the party and all the aspirants. I'm very sure. No one single, there is no any aspirant that will be averse to that option. I'm very sure of that.
All right. But as someone who is also aspiring to clinch the tickets of the party, I'm sure you know some aspirants have stepped down for Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa. I mean, one of them is Tunji Morio. Are you worried about this and the incumbency factor?
No, I've been in the game for a very long time. I'm not worried about it at all because as we speak today, in the Southern Senatorial District where Lucky comes from, I am the oldest Aborigine progressive politician from that senatorial district. I've been there since 1999. We started with AD and we have undergone extensive tutelage under our leaders. And we have paid our dues for the party.
Prince, when you say you are the oldest, is this by age or years of experience as a politician? Yeah,
years of experience as a progressive politician in Ondo State is by participation, not by age. That's what I mean. I've been around since 1989, when we started AG in 1999. And since then, I've been very committed to the cause of this inclination, of this progressive inclination. I've been very consistent. I've been participating in activities and compared to other aspirants, I think I am a step ahead of them in that direction. So about people stepping down for people, it's all right. It's their own individual decision, and it is allowed in politics because a lot of people come to the race for different reasons. Some people want to be known. Some people want to negotiate. Some people want to use it as an opportunity, as a political springboard, while some people are very committed to the development of the state and they feel that it is through fighting out to secure the ticket that they will be given such opportunity to contribute their own quota. So any candidate has the right to determine his future in this race, whether to continue or to align with a force or the other. Then about the sitting governor is one of us, is a brother, we've been here together. I don't think I can be intimidated by anything concerning him now. I am not, because it's a democratic process. And I'm very sure that our leaders who are great Democrats, who have seen it all, who have gone through all these things before, they will use all things as their power at their disposal to make sure that they encourage a level playing ground and that it's free and fair for all. If this is done, well, it is all right for all of us. Let us test our popularity. And anybody that emerges, well, good for the person, and the party will come together as a united family to support that person if it is through a free and fair process.
All right. So you just talked about your years of experience as a progressive politician. Do you think this is enough for you to clinch the ticket? I mean, what exactly are your chances?
Yeah, because yes, apart from a year of experience, because our party is a progressive party, even by nomenclature. No? So apart from the year of experience, I've participated in the activities of the party at all levels. I've held several positions for the party. I've worked very hard for the party. And I've recently worked very hard for the state too. I've been commissioner of local government and chieftaincy in the state. I've been a federal commissioner representing the state, NNPC. I've held other several positions, and I have the requisite experience to be the governor of the state. And I have a very telepathic relationship with the masses of Ondo State. They know me very well. Our name says very well. My name in Yoton is a name that says, that is marketing in Ondo State. And everybody knows that the name is synonymous with integrity and dedication and loyalty. So putting all these things together, I think I am the most qualified person to fly the flag of the party in the States. I've paid my dues. I've worked with most of these, our APS leaders. I've worked with them for a very long time. I've been a very dedicated and loyal and unblemished member of the party. In all my assignments, I've excelled and I've done very well. And I've passed a lot of integrity tests put to me. So I think if all these things mean something to our people, I think they should make the right choice of allowing people like me to fly the flag of the party in the state, because they know that it will be better for it. They know that definitely I will do much for them. As we speak now, of all the aspirants, I think I'm the most balanced. I am from the south, Southern Senatorial District. I've lived all my life in the center here, which is in Akure. That is where I'm domiciled. That is where my family, everybody, everything that I have. I'm married from the Northern Senatorial District, so I have very good relationship with them there. Most of the other aspirants take Ondo State as their workplace. They are not residents here. Their families are not here. They come here to work, yes, that is to do politics, to participate in governance, but where they are, where the members of their families stay, you know, with no emotional attachment to that sort of environment, where your family, members of your family, your wife, your children, your siblings, where they are, that is where your heart belongs. And people from Ondo State now, they want somebody who is with them, somebody who lives with them, somebody who comes in, goes out with them, who understands their needs, who understands the peculiarities of the state. Somebody that is accessible, somebody that they could reach out to at any given time when they have any problem. And I think I'm the person. Nobody can contradict that in the state here. That I'm the most accessible of all these aspirants, you know.
All right, Prince.
I'm here. Yes.
Right, so let me read out some of your words. You say, my vision for Ondo State is one of inclusivity, empowerment, and sustainable development. You say you're committed to building a state where every citizen has equal opportunities to thrive, regardless of their background or social status. These are your words. Now, what kind of engagements are you having the party stakeholders ahead of the party primaries. And what was your visit to Fashoranti about?
Yeah. Naturally, when you are aspiring to this type of position, you should reach out to party leaders. So I have done that. I've gone around the state. I've consulted with opinion leaders. And most of these people, they are acquaintances that we have known along the line in their party interaction. But I visited Fashoranti because he is the head of the biggest Yoruba organization, which is Afenifere today. And he is the leader, the spiritual leader of Afenifere. And I know the importance of Afenifere to Yoruba politics. So Fashoranti is like a father to me. When my father, who is part in Yoto, is the oldest Afenifere man living on earth now today. He's the oldest Afenifere leader. My grandfather too was Afenifere man. So I had to visit Baba Fashoranti to receive his blessing, which he gave to me. And he understands that this man is from a very good background. He knows everything about my family, about my father, about my brother, who was the deputy governor of Adeparati between 1999 and 2002. The government of which Baba Fashoranti was the leader of the elders forum. So he knows that this family is a very wonderful family. He knows that we are a very peaceful family. He knows that we are reliable and that we are very committed and loyal to our cause. So by the time I visited him, he had no problem in blessing me, and he was very happy with my aspiration. And that has been an impetus to spur me on in the journey. So that is how that came about.
All right. So as a former commissioner for local government and chieftaincy affairs, I want to believe this has given you a chance to witness firsthand the challenges faced by the people. How has that prepared you for this task ahead if you eventually get the ticket?
Yeah, I've learned a lot from that ministry. And it has afforded me the opportunity to interact with people at the grassroots because of the proximity of local government administration to the grassroots. And it's one of the strongest points that I have in my program. I know that development should start from the grassroots. And by the time the grassroots is adequately remunerated developmentally, that the entire country will be developed. So I'm going to focus on grassroots development. I want to activate all the government departments of the local government system, the works department, the agricultural department, and supplemental department, so that we engage them adequately. There won't be idleness in the local government. You know, the local government is turning to almost a drive-through place now where people don't work, do a lot of things. And it's not their fault. It's because of the system being operated now. But if I come, I will activate the work sector. I will equip the works department with earth-moving equipment. I will engage them in road making, rural road making, so that they can open the road to the rural area, to the farms, so that farmers can bring their produce to the town and make profits. And I will encourage the agriculture sector to monitor agriculture, even at the rural level. They will encourage the farmer in training, in providing some logistics and some supports. We will give them seedlings. We will have equipment to clear their farm for them. All those areas that they need the local government who will engage. The local government has to do it for the farmers there. All these things will go a long way in developing and creating jobs for our people. So I will concentrate my effort in developing the local government, in making the local government function and again, so that the towns tucked in under them will be able to have a contact with development and discourage the rural urban migration and eventually develop the entire state. So I've learned a lot in that aspect of governance, local government, and I have very good relationship with the traditional ruler as a commissioner in that ministry too. I interacted very well. I've once been the next of kin, and I know the active roles they can play, because these are people that are permanently domiciled with the grassroots dwellers. They feel the pulse of the people, and everything that happens at the rural area, at the grassroots, they are the first point of contact. So they are the ones that face the fire when there is any. So we should allow them to participate more actively in the dissemination, in the administration of the local government and even government generally, so that they can go a long way in encouraging the government programs to be well received and well executed by the populace. So we need them, the traditional rulers. I know the role they can play, the family role they can play, the advisory role they can play, and the other active roles that they can play to complement governance in the states. So all this one will go a long way in enhancing my success in governance.
Right, so let's go on a break, and when we come back,